So I think that something's happened in my brain where it's been rewired to actually like some romances that I've been reading lately, or at least books with romance involved, which has shocked me. But I also realized that the main themes of these books that I'm going to show you today have to do with defying your destiny or challenging the idea that you have a destiny set out for you that you must follow. So, it's very like Star Wars, this is your destiny sort of thing. And Luke's like, no! And, yeah, it's early and I need more coffee in order to be lucid. So, anyway, I pulled 3 books today. 2 of them are pretty brand new. The other one is part of a trilogy that's just finished, and so I'll show you that one first, and it's The Burning Sky by Sherry Thomas. I may have featured this one before, but that's fine because everyone really needs to read it, so the more I talk about it, the better. This is a book about being the chosen one, being destined to die, and doing whatever you can to change your destiny because you finally found something to live for. It has a romance in it between the mage, she's a mage, Iolanthe, and Prince Titus, who is also a mage, and they start hiding out in Oxford. So like it's a little bit like the Golden Compass, where you have Oxford and then you have Oxford, in 2 different sections of space-time, I guess. And it's just fantastic, and because you can actually see how their relationship grows, because they start out really not liking each other, and they learn to appreciate each other's talents and strengths, instead of just being like, oh, he's so cute, I love him forever. And I'm just, like, when that happens, I don't get that. Let's not go there. So definitely this series, it's beautifully written. The prose is gorgeous. I think that is something that's in common with all 3 of the books that I have as well. They're just exquisitely written. Just so good. Like, you could just read it just for the prose. So, there you go. Burning Sky, Perilous Sea, and I think Immortal Heights is the 3rd one and the last one in the series, which is sad. So, the next book is actually an anthology of short stories, and it's called The Tyranny of Petticoats. It's edited by Jessica Spotswood, who actually has a new contemporary YA out called Wild Swans, which you really, really, really need to check out because it stole my heart and it made me love YA contemporary. So, also, if you know me, also a big deal. So this is 15 stories set in different time periods in America, featuring basically kick-butt girls who take charge of their own destiny and defy social conventions and have to make tough choices. My favorite one, and I think the one that everyone agrees is the best one in this book, is El Destinos by Leslie Walton, who wrote The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender, which I recently featured in our newsletter, and which is a book that everyone needs to read, like, post-haste. Her prose is just so gorgeous. I could just read it all the time, and I really need her to write a new book because I need more of that in my life. So these are just fantastic. As with any anthology, there might be 1 or 2 that you don't personally like, but that's the nice thing, is it's like a sampler. It's like a buffet of wonderful words and stories that you would normally not put together. And it gives you another glimpse into authors that you might not normally read. So that's what I really love about anthologies, is I read authors who might normally write, paranormal romance, and now they're writing historical fiction, and they're really great writers. So I'm always kind of tickled when I read that. So the last one is one I'm absolutely in love with. I'm going to put this one in the newsletter probably this week or next week, and it's The Star-Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshi. This book has some of the most beautiful prose. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It is delicious. it's addictive. Yeah, I have no words. I really have no words to describe how absolutely beautiful this book is. Some people have described it as Greek mythology set in India, but the author herself has said that it is based on Indian and Hindu mythology and folklore, so, I mean, go with what the author says instead of being like, oh, but it's totally Greek. No, like, don't whitewash it. This is their story. And it's about a girl named Maya. She's a princess, and her horoscope, which is a big deal in her kingdom, says that she's cursed to, when she marries, to bring death into the equation. So everybody's like, oh, I don't want to marry this girl. Like, don't want to die. And then she ends up being forced to marry by her father and taken away to this very mystical kingdom where it turns out that she has a destiny to fulfill, and it's been going on over and over and over again because of reincarnation. And the love story that builds between her and Amar, who is her husband, not just her boyfriend, like her actual husband, she marries him, is phenomenal. And it's about trusting someone on both sides enough to tell them your deepest secrets. So it also has a really cool evil horse in it that I loved because I love horses, and evil horses, I guess, are even better than regular horses. So yeah, adore this book, and everyone really needs to read it right now. Read it. When you come in, I'll be like throwing this at you, like, take the book. So yeah, those are my 3 destiny-defying, gorgeous prose YA books that you need to read right now. I only did 3 so as not to overwhelm you. There's a whole bunch more that I could probably pull, but we'll save that for another video.